Welcome to our video training on how to be your organization's recruitment chair. For many smaller organizations, this duty likely falls to another officer, so you can substitute your officer title whenever we reference recruitment chair. In this video, we're going to cover what the recruitment chair's job is, some activities you complete before you start recruiting, how to table and recruit effectively, and how to seal the deal and retain all your new members. The typical duties for a recruitment chair include planning your recruitment period, making reservations for any intake events such as welcome events or info sessions, planning these specific events, creating marketing to help get folks to attend those welcome events, and then leading tabling events and being the direct contact for all of your new potential members. Again, some positions without a recruitment chair will reallocate these jobs to other positions. Before all this begins, your group needs to look inward critically and make sure that you have a clear identity. What is important to the group? Narrow down things like your core values and purpose. You should be able to easily answer the question, who are we? And this isn't just for officers. Every member should be able to answer these questions with both clarity and consistency. Your job, however, is to teach and train the members to do this. If your members can't explain the purpose or mission of the group, potential members will surely be confused and dissuaded from joining. Also think about why you're recruiting. You're likely recruiting to make sure that your organization remains a fixture on campus. You need to think of the future of your organization and how it can be sustained. You might also be recruiting so that you can keep these folks as alumni, so that you have a network built. Lastly, you might just be recruiting to find like-minded individuals, passionate about the same thing as you are. Talk to your organization as a whole and try to change the mentality that things like tabling are a chore, and instead get them to see purpose and value in it. One person alone can't be responsible for tabling, so getting buy-in from the entire group is extremely important. The last thing you need to do pre-recruitment is to solidify your calendar. Decide which events you want to hold, reserve rooms, and do so early so that you can create marketing. You want to make sure that other members attend these events, not just new members, and try to have these events on campus accessible to both on and off-campus students. Doing recruitment events off campus gets difficult, especially for first years without cars. To get a space on campus can be tricky, so maybe have backup plans if spaces aren't free. Once you have your welcome events, create an internal calendar for when you're going to post on social media, when you're going to send follow-up and reminder emails, and what days you're going to be tabling throughout this whole time. Now the time is here. School has started, or maybe a new quarter has started, and it's time to kick into gear. You're always representing your groups. Make sure that each member has marketing with them always. You never know when a classmate might show interest. You want to hold regular events for current members, but you can incorporate these recruitment events into that schedule. The new members want to meet current members, so find ways to blend these events. When people show interest, keep a log of those interested for a while. They may have a busy quarter, so follow up again throughout the year. They may have signed up during orientation, but maybe they'll be interested as they're entering their second year. You never know. Social media and marketing is vitally important to promoting your recruitment events. Consider a schedule of what you're posting when. Many orgs choose to do a weekly format where every day has a theme and a different type of post. The recruitment chair should be working with the marketing or social media chair to pull these off. Consider an FAQ, or answering questions often, as new members often have questions about time commitment or potential dues they might have to pay. Also make sure your social media lines up with your group's purpose, so keep it classy. You also want physical marketing. The best way is tabling, hands down. Relying solely on social media means you're only marketing to people who've already found you. Tabling can help you create a presence on campus, a brand. Focus on the bell tower area where there's high traffic. Or you can try asking permission to table near your academic department, if your club is maybe tied to a major or field of study. Paper handouts are effective in getting a lot of information across, such as entire schedules. Everything should have contact info for the club, and everything should look relatively uniform, tying into this brand that you're working to create. Let's talk more about tabling, as you'll likely do this often. Let's look at your table. Is your table covered with fluff or substance? You want everything to be relevant, not just decorational. Think about photo albums, showing off your members. Consider awards and trophies that you've won. All of your handouts should be arranged nicely, as well as marketing for maybe some of your past big events that you want to show off. Now you're going to have people standing at your table, officers or members of your club, and you want them to be on the top of their game as well. Remember that first impressions are everything, so consider what facial expressions your members have. They might be having a rough or stressful day, but that look might deter prospective members. Even their posture could be a deterrent, so they should focus on an inviting and welcoming posture as opposed to defensive or standoffish. You also want to look neat, like your members are thoughtful and intentional. This doesn't always mean matching uniforms, but it means looking nice and approachable. Also think about where you're standing. Behind the table is the usual, but consider standing in front, where you can have easier interactions. The table can be a barrier, especially if you're sitting, so standing in front might give you a chance to approach potential members instead of waiting for them to approach you. Think about what information you're gathering from these potential members. You should have one file with all of this information, including all the sign-in sheets that you've gathered, interest logs from other places, and make sure to ask for name, email, phone, and maybe anything else you might need to know. If you're using paper sheets at your table, make sure someone is logging that info into your electronic file to keep it organized. Then think about the schedule of when you're going to follow up with these people. Email them as soon as you meet them to let them know that you enjoyed meeting them. Your email can include recruitment info, dates of upcoming events, and maybe other info such as social media accounts. It lets the student know that you remember them and your group is organized and professional. Email them consistently with updates, but don't be overbearing. Right now, email is the best way to stay in touch, but don't send more than 1 or 2 emails a week. Otherwise, they might request to be removed or they might mark your email as spam. Then, like a whirlwind, recruitment passes. Your events happen, you have tons of people show up, but then what? You have your new members. While your job is now over, essentially, don't tune out. You can be a valuable asset in retaining these members that you worked so hard for. Retention is truly the key to growing in size and to ensuring your group's future. The key to retention is to match the expectations that the student had, essentially delivering on what you offered. If you promise networking events with alumni, you better have a plan. If you promise social events and fun outings, plan those. This sort of congruency builds trust, leading to happy new members. And if they're excited and happy to be involved, this cycle will continue next time you recruit new members. So those are the basics of what a recruitment chair should do, or anyone that's overseeing recruitment efforts. We have other videos, such as recruitment strategies, which elaborates on opportunities and ways to recruit, and we have another video on retention, focusing on how to keep these members around. Find those videos on the screen now, and thanks for watching.